think it's safe to say winter is well on the way. Jasper and I are just going out for a hike. I'm sure you can barely hear me. It's windy, it's raining, it's Friday evening, about, I don't know, 6 o'clock. Just taking him for a canter because he is full of energy since he's had a clip. Looking quite smart. We are fence judging tomorrow at the Champs, so I thought I'd take you guys along with me to show you, you know, what it involves, and if you guys want to get involved in it next season, you can see that it's not very scary at all, or I can answer any questions that you may have that are stopping you from going fence judging, because it is good fun. You get some really great rewards. And yeah, so we are up at the crack of dawn tomorrow morning to go fence judging. I think the last horse goes cross country at 6. It takes me an hour to get back to Casper, and then I've got to bath and plait him because we are leaving the yard by 7:30 on Sunday. I might plait him on Sunday morning. We will see how it goes. But yeah, he is staying in tonight and tomorrow night because the weather is meant to be vile, and it's meant to be vile during all 3 phases on Sunday, so isn't that wonderful? But yeah, probably see you guys in the morning. So we have just arrived at Calmsden. We're just, you can't really see, queuing to get in for fence judging. First on the checklist is a bacon roll, and then I'll show you guys a bit more about what we're going to do. Bacon rolls, tick. Now time for the briefing. We're just driving around the course. This is one of my fences for tomorrow. We're off to find our fence. They haven't really given them much room to come in for a good line to the 80. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we need to, our fence is 17A and B, so we need to go and find that. We are in position. We have, I'll get out and show you the jump because we're meant to do it anyway. This is what we're doing today. So it's 17A to 17B. We're sat there. I think we might have that as the 100 later, which has mim clips, which is a bit different. And then that's my A and B for tomorrow. So we've just got into the car. I just thought I'd show you what we get given. So we have a radio. Every time a horse goes over our fence, we need to say number 23, clear fence 17A and B, or 23 first refusal 17A, so on, and also horse fall, ride fall, etc, etc. Then we have this little kit. So we have, oh, Michael's done it back up. Have our score sheets. Now they mainly do the scores on the radios, but in case anything goes wrong, we have the hard copy to go by. So it has horse number. If they're clear, you just put a tick there and move on to total points, which will be 0. And the time, we have a stopwatch. We're gonna press the stopwatch as soon as they pretty much come into sight and take their time from there, which goes in here. And then obviously there's a first run out, second run out, third run out's elimination, and all falls are elimination. And then there's also, we have our red flag if we need to stop anyone. So for that, we let them come, take their time when they come into sight. Then we move into the course, probably about here, and wave the red flag so they stop. Write the time down, and then when we're allowed to go again, you put them back. I'd put them back round past the corner, and then you take their time once they're just in sight again, and hopefully they'll be at full speed and won't have lost any speed, and they get to go again. It's very simple. There's also, we have our whistle. Oh, that's the stopwatch. Whistle so that you can let anyone know when there's a horse coming. So yeah, very simple, and I'll show you us what we're doing throughout the day. Just doing some radio checks to check that the fence judges have their radios on and are in place. So far,
fence 2, radio check please.
It's not going very well. No one seems to be in position. It's also
nothing heard from fence 2. Control fence 3, radio check please. I've got you down as the last of my preferred stopping fences. Are you okay with that?
That means the one
Yes, I'm
before
fine
us
with that,
is
thank
a
you.
stopping fence. So we won't
Brilliant,
have
thanks
to.
very much. Control fence 17, radio check please.
17 here.
Thank you, 17. Control fence
Winning.
80.
80 clear 2. 1.
Someone's coming.
4 clear over 9 and 10.
I haven't got a clue. 30. Is it 4 or 34?
128 clear 1.
34. 34, clear 17.
128 clear 2.
Control from 16.
Go ahead.
36 set to let 34 get away.
4 clear 15.
So Michael is doing the writing and I'm on the radio, as you can see. Serious face, Michael.
28 clear 8 AB.
They should
We're gonna have another overtaker.
be another bony, considering it only just got overtaken by the one that just came round. But
Can somebody tell me who's got the purple hat silk, please? Which fence? It's actually now at right fall at fence 10.
oh
In the middle
dear.
of the field, and as
Shut
that walked back,
up.
she was going to take it to the secretary centre. She stood here currently at fence 20.
No, there's a rider
Please
fall.
apologise
Shut
to the
up.
chap. 83 clear 1.
No.
Rider fall.
There we go. 36 is clear. Oh my God, there's another one.
83 clear at 2.
I never stopped their time. Wow, that was quick.
What number is that?
4. That was two together.
Times 10.
I'd say that was
So what was the first?
11:02.
Yes,
Did you not write the
fence
first one
10
down?
No, because I couldn't see it.
Okay, do you require any assistance down there? And is your course clear?
Say probably 11:02.
Can't hear you.
01.
Force coming towards you.
And 11.
02.
11.
15.
Yes, course is clear. Rider is okay.
Okay, and there are no obstructions in the way of your fence.
She did say course is clear.
No, fence is clear.
Oh, wasn't that dramatic?
36 clear
They
19.
just. Why did they hold on to 36 for so long?
I don't know.
36 clear again.
Got a bit of time before the next pony, so I thought I'd show you what was in my lunchbox. Got a bottle of water, which was still fizzy. Wait, oh, I dropped it on the floor.
9 clear, second left, 16.
Coronation chicken sandwich.
Thank you.
A quiche Lorraine, which I believe is a ham
131 clear 15.
ham quiche.
9 clear, fence 7.
Victoria sponge cake,
41
an apple, a Twix, and a
9
packet
clear,
of crisps.
8 AB.
So, and you got to choose pretty much all of that, so that
42
was quite nice.
clear 1.
Walking the course in an awful order, so I have 10 minutes to get back before I jump there. Right, where do we go? So that's, I don't know, what was that, 17? I've done the first hill, about to have an asthma attack. Jesus. For 18, the reason I've got to run it so quickly is because I was meant to be a 40-minute gap between the 80 and the 100 class, and there's now only 10 minutes, so I've got to get back. But this, it's 18, nice and simple. 19 hay B, and then the middle one is 20 in the background. Then one of those, got 1 and 2 there on that side. I'll figure out which one's which tomorrow. 4 Nice and easy. I'm pretty sure I jumped this in the 80. The I'm around just behind that car. 6A, water, B, and then another skinny C. Can't really see them, hang on. So that's 7, which is absolutely terrifying. Shared with the 100. I'm just gonna kick and pray. We have 8 in there, massive hedge with quite a 9. A 10 ABC down there. A off this fairly big drop. B to C. I mean, it's not huge, but it's not small. Another pretty decent hedge, which has a slight drop on landing, but it's no bigger than team chasing. And to figure out where we go from there. 12, quite simple, but potential to run out to the left. You're just literally coming over that gap there, but through here. Then you need to go quite a bit right-handed to then go left-handed. To those bits to drop, then skinny, drop down, to B, and to find 14. Fence 14. I think I did this in the 80, but just not as downhill, I do believe. Fence 15. Quite beefy, to be fair, for a 90, but there we go. And we're back where we started. Michael's just round the corner. We have just made it back to the car and they've got a green light on course. But I'll just show you what the 100 is jumping. So we've got MIM clips on this one, which is the first time I've ever judged a fence with MIM clips, but it's basically 5A, little curving, quite a curving line, to B. I said 5, I mean 17, but got good MIM clips. MIM clips, so basically that, if that gets hit, I don't know, something here breaks or something here breaks, so that this falls down on this axle, so the horse doesn't rotate. So yeah, we just sat here. Fence judging complete. Oh, that's a little gap. We are heading to the marquee to go and hand back all our kit. And then we are gonna go to Caspi. Annoyingly, one of the shops is still open, but I don't think they're going to be the ones that sell my NAF plaited up, because irritatingly, since my last event, we've had a good old leakage and it's pretty much out. So that's going to be interesting, trying to plait without that and hope they stay in overnight. But yeah, that's the plan. It's literally like, I don't know if I've already said it, 6:10. So we better crack on because it's an hour to Casper. Probably be there for an hour or two, and then there's like 40 minutes back home. Yay! We're in luck. The one shop that was still open had the plait up. So now it's 6:30. It's time to go to Casper. Oh, can I get out this way? No. So yeah, be up with Casper at about 7:30. I have swapped my cap for an Equilite. I've got a spare one in my hand. Time to bath and plait Casper in the freezing cold and I've banded his plaits. I'm not sure whether I'm going to regret it because I don't even have a hood. They don't look as smart, but it's like 8:30. He's all clean. Just needs to have his rug on and go to bed, don't you? Good morning all. It's not morning, it's middle of the vlog. It is 6 AM. I'm going to stand over here because there's a street light. 6 AM. We got to bed at 10 o'clock last night after finishing Caspi. I'm just letting the dogs out before I feed them, have warm up and pan chocolate in the microwave and get going. Fingers crossed Caspi's still clean. we realised last night that the trailer still has a flat tyre. I'm pretty sure I would have vlogged that last time we went to Bengrove, and basically it's been up on the jockey wheel, so the tyre just looked fine, and then you sunk the jockey wheel down. My second alarm just went off. Yeah, basically we sunk the jockey wheel down and the tyre is not okay. So I've got spanners, or whatever they're called, and if we need to change it to the spare tyre, and I also have an air pump if we decide that actually it can just go. Just pumped up. But yeah, that's the plan for this morning. We better get just change the tyre. Let's go, see if this one is good. It's that one, in case you couldn't wonder it. I changed it by myself, really proud of myself. Well, not by myself, Michael held it. Yes, it works, right. Let's go see what Caspi looks like and get going. Morning, Grumps. Oh, you legend. You legend. Your face is clean. Should we see the rest of you? Well, you definitely lay down, but you're pretty good. Let's go. Not quite good pony, because he's obviously laid in his poo and it's run. Let me put it. It's run all the way down his leg. And he's laid on that knee too, and then just round it. But hopefully, because I put chalk on it, it should all brush off. These ones, oh, Caspi. I'm just gonna have to use my muck off spray because these ones stay on in the trailer. Put his travel boots on and we'll go, and your tail bandage. So he'd rubbed off his plaits out. He's got a big poo stain on his back thigh. It's not great really, but we'll get there early and just crack on as much as we can. All ready and loaded, and we're leaving on time. Woohoo! We've arrived. We've got a little bucket on arrival. Michael, bucket. With some Saracen's feed, recovery mashing, and I don't know what else, to be honest. But yep, now to find the pattern. Voice over me here. I did not think this was a good test once I had finished. I was quite upset with how it went. I thought he was very unsteady in the contact and rushing, and I thought it looked horrible. But actually, having watched it back, I do not think it's as bad as it felt. So we got a 7 for our centre line with fairly straight entry as the comment. Then we had a 15-metre circle here, which we got a 7 for. I think my shape was fairly good, but obviously this is from an angle, so you can't quite tell just how good the 15-metre circle was. Then from A, we do a half 20-metre circle to X. And we got the comment rhythm, and I agree, he's a bit all over the place there. And then we're doing another half 20-metre circle back to C, which I think went better. We got a 7 for both of those. Then we do another 15-metre circle at B with 6.5 and unsteady to contact, which I would agree, he's just shaking his head around a little bit. Then at F, we do a medium walk. We have the comment walk needs to be more positive and a 6.5, but last time we did this test, he jogged just about here and we got a 4. So I was just thinking, let's not get a 4, not push him. Then for the change of rein on a free walk, we get another 6.5 with fair stretch but lacking purpose. He does look quite sluggish, but I do think his stretching is good. But yeah, a note for next time is to try and push him on a bit more whilst also avoiding that jog. Then we have between M and C transition to working trot, and between C and H transition to working canter, which we get a 7 for. I think he did quite a nice transition here. We've really been practicing with those because they are his worst, both from trot to canter and canter to trot. We do a 20-metre circle here, and we get a 7 with no comments. And then we change the rein FXH with a transition to working trot after X. We got a 6-4 and the comment against the hand and balance, which is the same we always get. We're really trying to work on those transitions. They're just not quite there yet. Then working canter between C and M, we get a 7-4, and I think again it was a much improved transition from our last few tests. And there's a 20-meter circle, we get a 6-4 with contact and suppleness to bend, and working trot at A, which I agree, but we do get a 7-4. This is all in one movement with the change of rein and the transition. Then we have MCHE working trot, E half, 10-meter circle left to X. We get a 6-4 with balance and suppleness. You can see his head comes up a bit, but I think that maybe could have had a 6.5. Then down the centre line, G halt immobility salute. We get a 6.5 with not on centre line to halt, which he just wiggled off at the last moment, which was a shame. Overall, in hindsight, I think it was actually a fairly decent test. We got a 33 overall, and I'm quite pleased with it, and there's lots of things to work on to get an even better test next time. Dressage is done. I haven't watched my test back, but to be honest it felt disgusting. Just like compared to how he can be, but we will see. Also because I was comparing myself to all the other horses there. But Michael thinks that it was much better than I think. I was expecting like a 35. Michael reckons it will be low 30s, so we'll see. But all the other young horses, I just didn't really think it through. Like all the other young horses are probably just doing unaffiliated whilst they do their first few events, and they're all quite good. Like really quite nice horses. And then there's me and Casp. And it's not being mean to Casp, he's a lovely pony, but he's not a sporty eventer that's going to go to the top. But we'll see. We retired at fence 8. Mike's just doing Casper studs for me. Retired at fence 8 because he was just not Casper-like. He was backing off every single fence, and then he ran out at the book, I'm not even sure if it was classed as a run out because he didn't go anywhere near it. He just wanted to run past it. So I represented that and he jumped it fine. So I don't know why he ran out at it. And then we came to the next hedge. And again, he just wanted to go sideways. So I just put my hand up and said, I'm done, because he just was not... Millie, no! He was not his usual keen self, which is a shame, but oh well. Same in the show jumping. I didn't update you after the show jumping either. Millie! He, yeah, he was just wiggly and spooky, and it was just odd and not him. I don't know if that's because we haven't done much since June, but who knows. So yeah, we retired. We're team chasing next weekend, so we'll see how that goes. And if he's the same, then stand still. If he's the same next weekend, then I'll get someone out to see him. But I'm hoping it was just sort of green baby nurse, and that he was just finding it a bit hard compared to a normal 90, but he literally aced the combination bit, so well, the only combination he'd done so far. So I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, that's what happened. So pretty short vlog. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and see you next time. So it's a couple of days later, and I thought I'd just share with you my thoughts now that I've not in the moment. So I think that possibly, having watched the videos back, Casper was just being a baby, which of course he's allowed to do. He's only 5, and it was his, what, 5th ever event and first one in months. So I think he was being a bit nappy. The show jumping really doesn't look as bad as it felt. It was just unfortunate poles. And the cross country, he wiggled out of that start box like mad, but he did go straight for jumps 3, 4 and 5, and actually he went quite nicely through the water. So I think because fence 7 was just next to the show jumping, he might have just been napping there, and then obviously fence 8 was going away from everyone, so he might have just been a bit nappy and a bit green and deciding that that's not what he wants to do today. We are team chasing on Sunday, so we'll see how he feels there. I'll probably take him over a couple of jumps at home and just see if he's the same. If he is the same, we won't go, because there's no point, or I might try it and follow, I don't know. I will decide during the week. But yeah, I do believe now in hindsight that he wasn't in any pain. He doesn't look like he's in pain. Jumping number 3, he looks so game on. But basically you go away from everyone and then you come back towards them and then you go away from them again. And I think that just messed with his little head a little bit. I think he thought he was done. So that's my thoughts now. Hopefully we'll get over it. We'll do a bit of team chasing over winter, get him going away with groups, and then maybe some hunter trials and get him going away on his own. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that is all that it is, and we can have a successful event season next year. And I'm not going to dwell on it unless it progresses into a worse problem. But yeah, he is 5. He's been foot perfect for the past year, so I was due some naughtiness, because it just wasn't right having a baby that has never been naughty. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Quite an honest one for my event day, and not the end of the season I planned, but oh well. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and see you next time.